Hello YouTubers, and welcome to Tuesdays with Nick. Run the intro. How are you all going? Yeah, that's good. I'm going well as well. School's pretty cool, and I'm not getting in trouble or doing anything bad, so yeah. Without further ado, doodly-doo, let's get down to the questions. Winter or summer? Personally, I prefer winter because then I can wear more layers. I can just cuddle up in my doona and I don't have to go outside is pretty cool as well. And I prefer cold weather over hot weather in general. Winter is my thing. Winter is definitely my thing. Is Shrek actually love and life? I've been in self-conflict with this question for a while now, and it just contradicts my religious beliefs. Help to truly convert into Shrekism, one must completely denounce all faith from Disney, and go forward and watch only the DreamWorks movies when watching animated films. Denounce any faith you had previously, and renounce Shrek as your one and only god. Shrek is truly love and life. Shrek is the alpha, the omega. You must put all of your faith into Shrek. Shrekism is truly the only religion with more than one layer. All hail the Overlord. Do you get a lot of homework? Since I do not do maths or any sciences or any humanities, I just do these subjects right here. I don't get as much homework as most people would, but I still get a reasonable amount of homework. Stuff I have to do every day, so not too much. It's not like, oh, I chose these subjects so I don't have to do homework. No, I chose these subjects because I enjoy them. I didn't even factor homework into the decision. Request, break it down. Favorite pose? That depends on what I'm posing for. When I want someone to draw a picture of me, I usually prefer this position. So the Oscars were just happening the other day. Birdman won Best Picture, and I am just super happy for all the people involved with making that movie. It's such a good movie. So I'm so glad that it won Best Picture. And the director of Birdman, yeah, he won Best Director, and I can see why. I mean, all the acting is magnificent in Birdman. It would take a really good director to actually make that movie because of the camera work. Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor nominations don't really mean much to me since I haven't actually seen the movies that they were in. And the Grand Budapest Hotel won a few Oscars as well, and I'm really glad of that. As you probably already know, I'm a big fan of Wes Anderson movies. Pretty funny though that none of the Oscars that were won were actually for Anderson himself. He's been quite the Oscar snub. I mean, whenever he's nominated, he never wins. Although, I do think Birdman should have won Best Editing as well, because of the fact that, I mean, it takes very good editing to actually put that much effort into, like, making it look like just one continuous shot. But then I guess that would have mean Birdman would have won like way too many Oscars. I mean, it won Best Cinematography, and the cinematography in that movie is amazing. But I mean, the Grand Budapest Hotel's cinematography was more like planned and very carefully positioned and stuff, which is probably what makes that a better candidate for Best Cinematography. But I mean, both of them have magnificent cinematography, so really, it's just their pick. I'd be happy if either of those movies won Best Cinematography. Big Hero 6 won Best Animated Feature. I honestly think that How to Train Your Dragon 2 should have won that. Big Hero 6 is still a really good movie, so congrats to them as well, yeah. And I really think that Jake Gyllenhaal should have been nominated for Best Actor for his performance in Nightcrawler. That was spectacular. For today's review, I'm going to be reviewing the amazing Indonesian action film, Tne Raid. Although for some reason in English-speaking countries it's called Tne Raid Redemption. I don't know, that's just weird. It sounds like a sequel. It's not even a story about redemption. This movie actually has a fairly simple plot, but the execution of this plot is superb. A SWAT team is raiding a building that a sinister drug lord owns. Since the drug lord owns the building, he gets the people to go after the SWAT team, and so eventually there's a small number left, and they have to fight their way to the top to destroy the drug lord's empire and the drug lord himself. You know, action ensues, and the action is amazing. Even like, so shaky cam is it's an epidemic. It's just plaguing the Hollywood action movies of today. And I think the worst examples are pretty much anything that's not made by Marvel, especially the Hunger Games. But this movie uses handheld cameras, but you can see what's happening very well, and the action is so well choreographed, you'd actually think that these people are hitting each other. You have to remind yourself that this is not a real fight going on. This guy has not actually been stabbed in the neck and fighting. The fight scenes are so good! And the soundtrack is really cool as well. It just adds the extra depth of emotion that you need in an action movie. The story and characters are well developed, that you actually feel sorry for what's happening to these people. And this is what action films need. They need good stories, good characters, not just good fight scenes, which most action movies don't even have. And for more information about what is wrong with modern day action films, click this video by the awesome movie critic Chris Stuckman. Okay? He just explains everything in such a good way that you will see from the eyes of the cinephile. As with most movies I'm reviewing, it's kind of becoming a trend on this channel. I'm gonna give it a high mark. I'm giving The Raid a 9.5 out of 10. This movie is just, it's so good. It's so well made. I can't wait to see the sequel and also The Raid 3. I highly recommend, if you're a fan of action, go watch this movie. And that's this week's video, guys. Please like, favorite, comment, subscribe, whatever. Keep your questions down there in the comment section below. I will see you in the next episode of whatever it is that I decide to make. Bah! Oh god, I'm hilarious.